Good morning, student. Today we are going to know about Marselia, that is, how it would be classified into a genus Marselia, which type of structure of sporophyte having, then how does they reproduce themselves, and which type of structure of gametophyte and are they having, as well as how they are fertilized. So, for that reason, first of all, we have to know about the distribution of Marselia. The genus Marselia comprise about 58 living species which are worldwide distributed, while in India only 9 species are found. Species Marselia are aquatic or amphibious plants. They grow either completely submerged in water or partly or wholly out of water with their roots which are embedded in the muddy soil. And for this reason, this Marselia is classified into division Pteridophyta, class Lepidosporangiopsida, order Marsaliales, and family Marsaliaceae. So, then we know about sporophyte. So, what is meant by sporophyte? That is the whole plant body which is differentiated into stem, leaves, and roots. So, first of all, we are know about stem. Stem is of an elongated stolon-like rhizome. So here is the diagram which can shows a exact diagrammatic representation of the Marselia. So the stem has elongated stolon-like structure which is the rhizome with distinct nodes and internodes. These rhizomes grow either on the surface of the soil or slightly embedded in the muddy soil. Stem is freely branched. So here is the diagram which shows sporophyte with sporocarp. This is the small sporocarp. Then these are the long elongated horizontally placed rhizomes. These four are the leaves, and at the bottom there is a roots. So then we know about leaves. Leaves are long, petaloid, compound leaves because they having a 4 leaflets. That's why it is called as a compound leaves, which are developing at the nodes. So each and every leaves are developed on the nodal portion, while the internodes does not shows any type of outgrowths. So for that purpose, they are arranged alternately in 2 rows along the upper side of the rhizome. Then petiole of each leaf bears 4 terminal leaflets which are apparently quadrifoliate. So first of all, the leaves are compound, and they having a special characteristic, that is a quadrifoliate compound leaves, and within a leaves they possess veins of the leaflets are dichotomously branched. So dichotomously branched means each and every vein can bifurcated into 2 venlets, so that is the dichotomously branched pattern. Then at the bottom there is a presence of a root, and these roots are arise from the underside of the stem at the nodes. Nodes are unbranched, adventitious type, and arise in 1 or 2 clusters. So roots are unbranched and adventitious type. So on the roots there is a nodes and internodes. Then we see stems, and when we take a transverse section of the stem, at that time we see such type of a structure. So one by one we know what is the anatomical construction of the TS of stem. So first of all, the TS of stem, that is a rhizome, shows the following characters, that is epidermis. Epidermis is a single layer. The epidermal layer lacks stomata, and below that epidermis there is a presence of cortex. Cortex is differentiated into three regions. First, that is outermost region, composed of parenchymatous cells with large radiating air spaces. The air spaces are transversed by single row of cells. Then second one, that is the middle region, which composed of thick walled sclerenchymatous cells. These sclerenchymatous cells are most important for giving a mechanical support. While the outermost region, which is composed of parenchymatous cells, they are having air spaces. And last one, that is the innermost region, composed of thin walled parenchymatous cells which are containing stored food material in the form of starch. Then below the cortex there is a presence of a stele. So stele of the stem is actinostellic in type. It is bounded on both outer and inner side by single row of endodermis. It consists of ring of single row of xylem vessels bounded on both sides of the phloem cell. So this is the plant which possesses xylem vessels and phloem cells also. So this is the special characteristic of the land plant, which is most modified as compared to primitive pteridophytic plants. Below that stele there is a presence of a pith. The centermost portion of the stem is occupied by the central pith. The pith is generally parenchymatous but becomes sclerotic in the species growing in dry or wet soils. So this is all about anatomy, and here is the complete structure of the Marselia species. So this is the diagram of the TS of Marselia stem. So first of all, here is the presence of epidermis. So this one is the epidermis. Then below that epidermis there is a presence of